I've got an epidemic outbreak in the Premier League, as over 35% of all the games are ending in ties. And what does Terry Bradshaw's hair loss, dire straits, and the Incredible Hulk have to do with real football anyway? From California to the skyscrapers of New York to the 10,000 plus lakes of Minnesota to all of Oprah's fans because they matter and the rest of North America, I am Dave Dabbah and I want to talk sports with you. This is Dabbah Live. But tonight, we begin with football. No, not American football, but the football that requires the predominant use of your feet. Tonight, we will discuss the kind of football that is capable of producing not one, but 4 0-0 ties in less than 2 weeks. Trust me, but scoring in soccer/real football games disappeared a long time ago. It disappeared way back when Terry Bradshaw lost most of his hair. And back when disco balls lost out to songs from the 80s which had lyrics like "Money for Nothing" and "The Chicks for Free" oozed across the radio airwaves of North America. Look, maybe Dire Straits was talking about baby chicks. You know, the kind that dream of turning into foster farm chickens someday. Meanwhile, back across the largest pond ever, the poor Premier League has had a rash, I do mean a large rash, of 0-0 ties. Talk about a real epidemic. Have most of the world's great football players simply forgotten how to score? Could it be that the uniforms are just simply too bright? Or did too many of the players recently sit through a rerun of the Thornbirds miniseries? Look, in soccer/football, scoring has gotten so hard that announcers yell so loudly that you think someone has just landed on some new planet. Maybe the players are actually protesting the size of the goals. I guess the 24 feet wide side of the goal isn't wide enough for the modern day football player. So why hasn't football really taken off in the US like it has in other parts of the world? The answer is as obvious as water is wet, and Cadillacs are just simply better than Chevys. People in North America don't believe in ties. There, I said it. We don't like to wear ties anymore, and we don't like to watch ties. We don't want to waste time playing games like Call of Duty, hoping that the game will somehow end in a tie. No one wants to watch American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, or The X Factor, hoping that the season will end in a tie. Come on, people, who really wants to watch a Heat-Laker game and at the end of the game have to go home and explain to your kids that the game ended in a tie? Did you know that during the last 2 weeks of the Premier League season, 20 games have been played, and 4 of those games ended in 0-0 ties? Now, if you throw in all the other 1-1 ties, that's over 35% of all games played in this historic league in the last 2 weeks have ended in ties. Can you imagine if 35% of all NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball games ended up in ties? Which leads me to one of the most pissed off superheroes in the world. That's right, the Incredible Hulk. Look, the Hulk stole the Avengers movie, and I'm sure if Dr. Brenner sat through a 0-0 tie, he would run into the forest. Run, Forrest, run! Sorry about that, wrong movie. As I was saying, Dr. Brenner would run into the forest and change into the not-so-jolly Green Giant. Look, Americans, and more importantly this guy, the Incredible Hulk, just don't understand ties. And to be frank, neither should you or the rest of the world. Run, Forrest, run!